I love when you say that these encounters with these spiritual entities, they're not benign. These are not loving creatures who wish us well. And I think from the apologetic point of view, as someone who wants, well, both you or me, who want to educate others and help them to guard their hearts against all these, different attacks on the faith, I think it's very important that we underline that these revelations, these contacts by the other entities, they're not benign. For example, you mentioned in your books that the people who have contact that that people who have contact with all these entities, they'll, for example, they'll have nightmares. That people would never benefit from any of these encounters. Versus when we see people in the Old Testament, saints of old, encountering God's messengers, the angels, even though they would be scared, but their life would benefit. They would get the message from God, and if they would obey, they would be blessed. Not just them, but also the people or the nations that will have to go. So can we analyze, please, this and see when people are encountering aliens, how that is different with them when people encounter Jesus and turn their life to him?
Well, in First John, he tells us to test the spirits. And the test is this. A fallen angel will offer you power and as a trade for truth. And so that's one way you can put it to the test. Put higher priority on truth and power. The demons are more than willing to give you power, but you sacrifice truth. You will be deceived. And so it's important that all of us put a higher priority on truth than we do on power. Always look for the motive. What's the motive behind this encounter? And what I've noticed too, it tells us in Hebrews chapter 13, referring to those of us who are followers of Jesus Christ, many of us have entertained angels unawares. And here it's referring to the righteous angels. And God will send them to assist us in ministry, but they're brief encounters. And that's why it says many have entertained angels unawares. They show up briefly to assist us in ministry. They don't mean us harm. And, it's a few seconds. I mean, you see that when you look at the book of Acts. The encounters with angels are always brief.